around in this alleyway, about half a block away from, the front door, while Vera and Booker are, leaving down the street. So where are Vera and Booker heading to?
Away from the sirens, towards the nearest alleyway on the opposite side of the street, and then continuing that way.
You head across the street and down an alleyway.
Yep.
You guys manage to avoid the first patrol cars that arrive, and within a couple of minutes you've managed to regain yourselves enough to, start planning and taking coherent actions again. So, what are the five of you going to do?
Well, I probably want to be hanging out in the background count for the next, or behind the mana barrier for the next conceivable time, because I was a dumb and cast a spell in there. So the moment any forensic matches show up, that's gonna be fun.
Shit.
Oh.
I believe you can go astral and go scrub a signature from the astral, which you might have time to do while the first responders are there, but before any mages arrive.
You can do that from my car if you want.
That would be a thing I could do if I wasn't a mishap.
Oh. Well, cool.
Shit.
Life is fun for you then.
So can spirits purge astral signatures?
No, you have to be physically besides. Go ask Voro. We're not going to worry about the mechanics. Cool. So what are you guys going to do? What are the five of you going to do about this job?
Start off with Lim is going to go to a bolt hole owned by
Lithium's going to a bolt hole. Okay.
owned by Todd Rice, one of her contacts.
I mean, this would probably be a team decision. Do we actually do this job in the hopes that, this guy wasn't acting alone. He was part of a group. I forget who I told. I'm sorry, I was
The
I've
acted
got coffee.
shot of
Right.
Sumigumi or...
I could contact them and see if the job is still on.
Yeah, if
That
somebody
might
could
be a
do
good
that.
idea.
In the
I'll
meantime,
bring up
she's
someone
just
and
gonna
shoot us
post
me.
up at like a. Vera's going to just like literally enter the nearest soy bucks and kind of not obviously watch, but where she can watch.
In the soy box, there are 24/7 cable news streams with tickers going along, and there's sort of a little bit of text already scrolling across the bottom of cable news. Breaking news: vicious murder in downtown Seattle. More details to follow.
I think I'll be watching that.
Yeah. So, Lola, do you have any...
Ordering real coffee if they have it available.
They do. So, Lola, do you have any Yakuza contacts?
No. So I'm going to contact my fixer and ask him to contact them.
Alright, name of fixer?
Cortex Overload.
Yes, Cortex Overload. Right. Yes. So, Cortex Overload is like, well, alright, yeah. Let me see how high up I can get.
No, he speaks like a, Zordon from Power Rangers? He speaks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Can you do that voice?
No, I don't know that voice because I don't know that character. Anyway.
You know the giant head in the tube in Power Rangers?
No,
It's
I
fine.
don't.
Fine, man.
So, yeah. Cortex Overload happens to be able to reach out to a low-level Yakuza guy who, passes it up quite a few levels and gets you a comm number.
Cool. I'm gonna say that can we meet up and go to the same Starbucks? Soybucks?
I don't know. Lithium, are you willing to, hang out in a Soybucks a couple of blocks away from where your Johnson was viciously murdered?
I see no issue.
So yeah, you can all meet up in the same toy box.
Ideal. So Lola's going to connect everyone up so everyone can hear the phone call, but she's the only one speaking into it, just so we don't confuse whoever we're ringing with too many voices. And she's going to activate the comm call.
Absolutely, everything will in fact be there in the matrix, not the meat.
Okay.
Right. So Todd Rice. So you're asking, Todd Rice for a favor, right? To hide out in his bolt hole with him.
I'm gonna need another place to hide up, but we'll resolve that after this.
We're resolving Todd Rice already. So do you already owe Todd Rice a favor?
No, this would be the first favor.
Yeah. So Todd Rice is like, look. I've got a small apartment. It's currently got nobody in it. I can put you up for a couple of days. All right. Just don't bring any of your work back here. All right. Okay. Cool.
Not planning on it. It is in fact why I'm here and not anywhere else.
All
So
right.
work does not find me.
All right. So
I will be out of your hair in no time.
okay.
So this apartment, it wouldn't happen to have a big fuck off mana barrier around it, would it?
No.
No.
In fact, it's
don't
unfortunately got cockroaches.
Well, that doesn't matter when you're in VR, and in fact,
No. I mean, you need a broom.
Oh.
Okay. So
Anyway,
I could if you mention that problem that you're currently having with the spell in character, Lola could probably sort something out for you.
okay. So let's let the GM catch up with all of your lovely actions. Okay. So let's ring some Yakuza. So
Ring.
hello. It is homie.
Good evening. This is Lola. I was told that you can speak for the Shadowrunner.
I can.
We were
Ouichi
hired a
Homie.
very nice to meet you, Mr. Uchi.
It's actually a lady's name.
Oh, Miss Uchi. Now, it's been unfortunate, but I have to report that Mr. Tanaka has been assassinated. Not by my hand, but by someone he hired us to
The Hunter.
hunt. Yes. Shortly after the job was agreed upon, he was struck down as he exited the place we're having the meet in.
Right. Consider anything agreed upon to still be in force. Thank you for this update. Yes, well,
There was one
clearly
thing.
there is a motive here, and clearly your procurement into this conflict could have disrupted their plans. I suggest you enact such disruptment as quickly as possible. Very well.
Certainly. However, there was some things we had agreed to with Mr. Tanaka that beyond the payment, which was
Was the
these are
Mr.
the
Tanaka's bodyguards also unfortunately struck down?
I don't remember. Were they?
Their bodies were not outside, and you only heard one shot.
Right. We don't. I don't believe so. I guess those provisions will be covered by.
Yes, they will be still
yes.
covered. Yes.
I thank you for clarifying this for us, Miss Uchi.
Yes, very well. Retain this comm number. I don't know how you got it, and I would be most displeased to learn. But if you can successfully negate the hunter's objective, call me again, and we shall finalize our relationship.
Perfectly agreeable. And Lola waits until she hangs up because that's a polite thing to do.
Very well. So the 4.5 of you sitting around in a Starbucks with 2 real coffees and whatever Lola and Turkish drink. So, you know, they're starting to get a camera on the news. Yes, and they've got a junior-looking knight-errant sort of person on camera being interviewed. Yes, as quite all the hallmarks of the murders within the past few days in Tacoma and in Renton. However, the murderer is getting more brazen, possibly. There is a signature of the hunter and connections to a Welsh terrorist group. However, have no fear. This means that the terrorist is in fact overcompetent, unskilled, unprofessional. This will make knight-errant's job of capturing them all so much easier. They are making life difficult on themselves, and they are too stupid to stop. So yeah, what are the 4.5 of you going to do now?
That seems like a less than wise answer. I am slightly baffled by this statement, but
It's also known as knight-errant putting on the spin for the public.
Yeah, just ignore the Drek, man. KE is going to say what they want to say to keep the money flowing in.
So Lola, did you say that you could help me with my predicament?
Sorry, out of character, have you brought this up in character about your predicament?
I probably would have, yeah. Like,
Okay, so it just says it occurred off character, off screen rather. Yeah, Lola says that was you did some hoodoo at the scene of the crime, right? Now
Yeah.
Kay gonna be looking for you to pin you this murder on you.
That's about the gist of it, yeah.
All right, let's see what I can do. She cracks her knuckles and thinks about it for a moment, and then rings up Ping Ho Lee. Ping Ho Lee is a very old Chinese man who owns a Chinese magic shop and knows everything about Chinese magic.
Yes.
Is he literally that guy from Big Trouble in Little China?
Yes.
So, hello. What can I do for you?
Mr. Ho Lee, I've got a bit of a problem here, actually. A friend of mine left his signature at a place that means that some people will be looking for him. He needs a place to lie low, someplace, magically active.
Look, well, I could, but it would definitely cost. And
Oh, I just came into pocket 10,000 new. I can spare 2 for you.
2? Yeah, definitely.
Too large?
Definitely. Yeah. Send your friend around to my shop. I'll move them onto the location from there.
No worries, Mr. Lee. Is your granddaughter still working there?
No, she's gone to visit her mother.
Okay. Well, I figured him and Petunia could have some things to talk about, but that's all right. Seeing as they're both wizards, she winks at the Turkish, because she knows nothing about magic. And then she says, "All right, so I'll send him over shortly." She hangs up and goes to says Turkish. "That's a guy I know. He says he can put you up somewhere with stuff that will help out with your problem." She shrugs and says, "I have no idea of the specifics, but I assume that you two, both being quite knowledgeable magic, will be able to sort it out."
Sure. Did you say he was a talismonger?
Sort of. He sells Chinese art objects more than talismans.
All right.
Pick yourself up a souvenir while you're at it.
I'll probably pick up something if he has what I'm looking for. Like, out of character, is he actually a talismonger?
No, he's a legwork contact.
All right.
Okay, so right, what are each of you doing now?